Flame on! Oh wait, wrong story. Alright, here we go everyone. It's your friendly neighborhood YouTuber, and we are back at it again with another action figure debut. That's right, this is of the Disciple from Spawn Evolutions, and look at how amazing, marvelous this action figure looks. This is from, like I said, Spawn Evolutions, the 29th series, and man, does he look badass, or does he look badass. Here are some of the figures from this series. The only other two figures that I really want to pick up from this series are, well, should I say statues, because they're articulated statues, because they're not really figures, they're articulated statues. But if I could find any of them for cheap, I probably would pick them up. The two that I really want is Thamus and Ninja Spawn 2. If I come across any of these other figures, you know, the Spawn 9, he looks really awesome, but I have so many Spawns, I don't really need another Spawn. That's one of the main reasons why I picked up the Disciple. Man of Miracles, I think I've seen him cheap for somewhere. He didn't really interest me. Zera, she looks pretty interesting. I like the futuristic Roman theme going on right there, or Greek theme going on right there, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, these are the two figures that I'm definitely interested in finding. If I can find it for cheap somewhere, I probably would pick them up. This guy I got for a good deal, and this is a figure that I was looking for a while. I seen him by accident, scrolling through the deep dark hole that is the internet, and never knew he existed until several months ago. And I decided to pick him up because I thought he looked really interesting. Okay, so I got my big old trusty scissors here to cut this baby open. And if I can save the package, I'm going to save the package, this right here. So let's cut it open. Let's see if we cannot damage this package. Alright. And I just want to thank all the YouTubers out there, the fellow YouTubers out there who actually do some amazing reviews and make me want to buy more stuff, make me want to spend my own money, buy my own stuff. Because recently, guys, I've been watching a lot of your channels, and I've been inspired by your reviews, and you know, that's what reviews are for. You know, when you take a look at a review and you're like, oh, you know, that figure looks really awesome. Perfect example of that was the RoboCop. I saw that from a fellow YouTuber reviewing it, and I really never knew it existed. The flamethrower RoboCop. If you guys didn't see that, check it out. And I was like, man, I gotta pick that up. And that's not the first time that's happened. So if I have inspired you guys to go out and purchase action figures, well, you're welcome, and my apologies for making you spend your own money. But hey, that's what we do as action figure collectors. So let's pull this out, because this is a booklet. And yeah, I think we all inspire each other, you know, to collect, I guess. So here are some of McFarlane's Dragons, which I don't have. I've seen some of McFarlane's Dragons, and they are nice, but they are pretty small as well. This is the deluxe box set. If they were bigger dragons, I'd probably buy them, but the McFarlane Dragons they're not hard to find, but they are pretty pricey. So this Disciple is from, it came out in 2006. So I think as far as Spawn figures goes, I think McFarlane, his end of Spawn figures was in 2006. 2000 and something, pretty close to 2006 as far as the Spawn series goes. And he just has a few twisty ties. And we'll pop them out like so. And here's his base. Let's take out his base. So his base is here to help him stand, of course. That's a big long peg. Look at that. Hopefully it doesn't break off. So let's take out the Disciple. And one of the reasons why I love collecting these figures that are not Spawn, they are from the Spawn lineup, but they're not Spawn, but I like new characters, especially new characters that you guys have never seen before. And because I like watching people who review figures that I haven't seen before as well. So, and there's not too many reviews of this guy on YouTube. Dude, this guy is badass, man. Of course, this is an articulated statue, so he's not an action figure. An action figure you could pre-pose, but he's already posed. He's already pre-posed, should I say. But the detail on this guy is just immaculate, man. I love the fire and the flame effect. And the fire is kind of like a hard plastic, some of it, yeah, hard plastic rubber, or maybe like a soft plastic rubber. Some parts are hard plastic rubber, other parts like this part at the tips are like a soft plastic rubber. This guy is a beautiful, beautiful statue. As far as his arm, and you don't want to test these McFarlane figures because they have a habit of breaking. So, yeah, his arm can move upwards if you want it, downwards. But like I said, you got to be careful with these McFarlane figures. So he has a break right there, nothing at the elbow, nothing at the wrist. He does have a swivel, okay. So yeah, you can, well, yeah, you can get his arm to swivel, like so. I'm guessing it's the same thing with this one, but they're a little bit tight, so you guys got to be careful. So yeah, you can get his arm to swivel. I'm guessing you can get his arm to go up as well. So yeah, he has that point of those points of articulation. As far as his head goes, it looks pre-posed. He has a waist swivel right there. You can see the break. And then he has these upper thigh swivels, which you don't want to really articulate. You kind of want to match him up with his silver lining of his costume. No breaks at the knees and no articulation at the ankles. But there's his boots. There's the back of him. I like this wardrobe. I like this costume. So, and the best way is to match him up, match up the lines, and you can get a proper pose from him. I really, really like the wardrobe. I really, really like how he looks. It's a very unique take. I like the eye right there. It looks like his red eye. It blends in with the flames. And there's the flames on the back. Yeah, this guy is a masterpiece. I'll have to do a little bit more research on this guy because I'm not really familiar, so I'll probably, after I do this video, I'll probably do like a little Google search and find out the story of the Disciple because I'm not really familiar. If you guys are familiar, then you can leave it in the comment section, but I'm probably going to leave it in the comment section and then do like a pin on the video. which I should have done in the beginning. as far as actually I still can I? Okay, yeah, guys. Okay, I did a little research on the disciple because I was definitely intrigued, and yeah, I was not disappointed. So, who the disciple is, he's actually one of God's warriors sent to Earth to destroy some of the hell spawns, and he's actually one of the resurrected souls of the 12 apostles, disciples of Jesus Christ. Yeah, yeah, that's how deep the story of the disciple is. Yeah, he's one of the resurrected souls of the 12 apostles of Jesus Christ. Dude, I'm guessing hence the number right there. I'm guessing that's a 12, right? On his face. If I'm wrong, correct me. It could be one of the numbers of the resurrected apostles. For those who are not familiar with religion, those were the 12 apostles of Jesus Christ, who pretty much was his crew. To put it in modern day terms, it was his crew. It was his posse. It was the people that believed in Jesus and believed he was the Son of God, and therefore they followed him, and they believed in his teachings, and they believed that he was the Son of God. So yeah, that's pretty deep for an action figure. You know, for an articulated action figure, man, that's pretty intense. But then again, I can understand where it's coming from, because Spawn is based on kind of a spawn from hell, a demon spawn from hell, and so you have this figure. This is where the disciple comes in at. So here is the cross on his chest. It's unusual that he has sculpted on chains right there, but I guess it's a part of his armor. Usually McFarlane is known for giving us chains, like loose chains, but I guess it's a part of his armor. The face sculpt is very nicely done. Honestly, I don't think I have any religious figures in my collection. I think this is the most religious figure that I have, other than Spawn, if you want to consider Spawn a religious figure. But yeah, it's just, that's crazy that McFarlane would go that deep, I guess. There's the hand, the armor, a very medieval look, but yet very modern looking, very futuristic. That's one thing I've always loved about McFarlane figures. They're very futuristic, and at the same time very modernistic, and yet, you know, and they take a lot from the past as well. I mean, if you look at any, you know, classic action figure, you know, from Darth Vader is a perfect example, where they took from the past, you know, made it futuristic, maybe took some ideas from the future of what, you know, and then made it modernistic, if that made any sense. I think you guys understand where I was coming from. But yeah, I really, really, really do love this disciple, man. The story kind of creeps me out, but nonetheless. So the disciple, let's see, he can't really stand because he's kind of off balance because of his flames. So that's why they gave us this base right here. So, which he stands perfectly on that base. So let's measure this disciple, and I'm going to give you my rating of who he is, or what I think of him. Okay, so he stands at about, all the way up to his flames, he's a little under 8 inches, guys. So yeah, he's a pretty big guy. He's a pretty big figure for Spawn. That's unusual because a lot of the Spawn figures, especially the older Spawn figures, they're usually like around 6.5, maybe 7 inches. It depends. I don't think McFarlane ever had a scale for his Spawn figures, because I have a lot of Spawn figures, and their height differs. So I like this disciple, man. The story kind of creeps me out. But I really, really love the detail and the overall look of this Disciple. Okay, guys, let me give you my rating. I think you guys know where I'm going with this one. I can't find anything wrong with him, being that he's from, what, 2006, so that means he's 7, 8, 9, 13 years old. That's another creepy sign right there. 13. Lucky number 13, around 13 years old, being that, yeah, 2006, it's 2019 if you're watching this video. But it's a beautiful piece overall, and I'm going to give this guy, you know what, I don't want to give him a solid 10. I think I'm going to give him a solid 9. I think he is awesome. I think he is perfect. I'm taking in consideration that he is a McFarlane figure, therefore he's not going to have the amazing articulation of your modern day Marvel legend. But nonetheless, the design and the detail, and being that it is a 13-year-old action figure, is beautifully, beautifully done, man. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with a solid 9. I don't want to give it a solid 10. I think the story kind of creeped me out. But nonetheless, I think it's an awesome, awesome, awesome figure, and I highly, highly recommend it, guys. If you are a collector of Spawn figures, if you're a collector of religious figures, you'll probably like this figure. If you're a collector of medieval figures, then you probably will love this figure. And I think he's really, really awesome, man. Tell me what you guys think. And I just now noticed that this is a cross on his face. You just can't see the other side of the cross because of the flame. Very interesting, guys. Very, very, very interesting figure. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and leave it at that. Tell me what you guys think of this figure, man. Do you guys out there who watch my channel, do you guys collect Spawn figures? Have you ever seen this guy? What do you make of him? If you guys don't collect Spawn figures, what do you make of him? Okay, guys, we'll leave it at that. Leave your thoughts in the comments. If you like this little review, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you want to receive more cool, awesome reviews like this. And I do mean awesome. So, there you guys have it. Just want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye!